Hi everyone, welcome to Clutch Entertainment today, and today we'll be talking about how to make friends and how to network with others. We seem to, in today's society, have a lot of trouble communicating and socializing and really getting yourself out there to meet people. And I know there's a number of people who only have like one or two friends in their life, and that can cause a lot of issues because you don't have anybody to go for advice, or you don't have anybody to reach out to, or anybody to support you in what you need. But we all need socialization. Socialization with friends, family, and whoever else you have special in your lives. Whether it be a boyfriend, girlfriend, grandparents, an acquaintance, someone at the doctor. It's all very important to make friends and network with other people. So I'm going to talk about a number of things. I'm going to talk about some of the benefits. I'm going to talk about some of the things like some strategies on how to meet somebody. And also I'm going to talk about the importance of having a good networking and relationship with people and making friends. So first off, I'm going to start off with some tips on how to network and make friends. So there's a number of ways to do it. I would say the first thing is online. You can look online and you can go in a number of groups, and there's Facebook groups, there's GroupMe groups on the app, there's several different event groups you can decide and check on. Look in your local newspaper, look in your local church, look at your local school. There's typically a number of events and clubs that we can all go towards and we can all check into to find these actual events. I would say the next thing would be to find a common interest with people. So if you find a common interest with a group of people that you really enjoy, you can be able to socialize and communicate and to familiarize with someone, and then also you can end up getting like either an acquaintance or a friend off it because you have that experience and similar goal with that other person. So if you're just like trying to network, you just meet the person, you have them as like a reference for the next time you need them for something. Whether it be, somebody that needs help with like their car and they know how to do cars and you don't, and then you can help them with their computers or something and they don't. Basically, it's about sharing gifts and talents when you network. And then as far as friendships go, you can meet a friend to, have a good time, go to the park, have a good time, go to a sporting event, a concert. There's a number of different things you can do with friends, and also just to talk about life, because everyone needs to get out and talk about their things in their life. It's not good to hold things in because that can lead to a bunch of different issues like anxiety, problems, stuff like that. But we don't want to do that. Another thing you could do is to schedule a meetup. So if you want to start your own group, that might be a good idea, and then promote it on like social media, promote it to the newspaper, promote it to your school, promote it to your local church. All these different areas, if you promote yourself of taking leadership and doing these things, you can actually start your own group and put yourself in a position where you're meeting a bunch of different people and networking also. Networking is good for not just only, meeting people for like benefit stuff. It's also good for like jobs and getting into like relationships with others. And also it's good to, get your name out there so people can be like, oh, I know that person, he's good at that. All these different things can all contribute into having a successful network and what you can do to focus yourself on that. And then I would say another thing you could do is to curb your expectations. So make sure you don't put yourself too high of expectations when you go out there. And also don't put yourself in a position where you think that, you expect a whole lot out of something when it's not really there. So you basically want to put yourself in a position to focus your attention on what you can receive rather than what you may not get. Sometimes you are lucky and your expectations are met, but the majority of times they're not. Even making friends and networking too could be good through mutual friends. You can, if you already have a friend, you can meet other friends through that friend, and that friend can lead to another friend, and after that, so on and so forth. So branching out with your family, your friends, and your coworkers really puts you in a position also to meet a whole lot of different people. Now I'm going to talk about some benefits of making friends and networking. I kind of went over a little bit of these, but mutual goals is one thing. Another thing is also like helping you do work or some kind of like activity that you may not be able to do. Socialization, like I was talking about in the very beginning, you'll be able to like talk and communicate issues and certain situations with someone else. Learning something new or a skill, promoting yourself in a positive way, and helping you to reach your goal or your potential in anything. So those are some of the benefits that you can do. Now I'm going to talk about some in-the-moment strategies you can do. So I would say positive body language is very important. You want to have an open body language with like sitting up straight and talking about what kind of goals you want to accomplish with this person, or what kind of items you want to go over with this person, where you want to go with life. Another thing you can do is be willing to listen to this person, because if you're willing to listen to this person's going to give you a lot of input. They're going to give you a lot of clues to what their goal is, and finding that mutual goal with someone else really promotes yourself into a position where you can achieve what you need to do or what you're trying to go with socializing and being with others and making friends and networking in general. You want to have a willingness to learn or to put yourself out there and take risk. So you want to be able to, not always be closed off. You need to put yourself in maybe an uncomfortable position if you're introverted, and go out there and focus yourself on, being with somebody different and meeting someone new. Because sometimes in our brains, when we meet someone new, it's a new experience, and it really helps us to grow as people. The more people we meet in our lives, the more likely we're going to, be more of whole of a person. If we're one-sided and we just meet one type of person in our lives, which is say just our family or just our friends, and we cut off our family, we're isolating ourselves to this position where we can't socialize the right way. We can't be the person we're meant to be. And even with religion, for example, with God, if you just close yourself off to other churches, without communicating to other churches, even though they may not believe the same thing, it's good to promote or show your position with talking to other Christians or other Jews or other Muslims. It's good to put yourself out there and to see where people stand. And you can have friends in other places, and they may not be a close friend, but in a time of need, maybe you'll need something from somebody and they'll be able to stand in there for your corner. And then another thing I would say is don't lie. Don't put yourself in a position where you're just telling falsehoods to get your point across, or to, get something from someone just because, you can. Always be honest with someone. If you're being honest with someone, people are going to be more likely to trust you and to be your friend, and also to network with you and to keep you close and keep you in mind. Networking really puts you in a position to, be who you want to be, and getting that goal that you want to accomplish, like I said before. I would say another thing is don't commit to a friendship right away if you see something that isn't beneficial to you. So if you see somebody and you're just like, oh, they like Blues hockey, for example, and all they like is hockey, but they don't have anything else in common with you, I would not promote yourself to be a friend with them. Maybe you want to network with them. Maybe they could be like an acquaintance, or maybe something down the road might help you. But I would definitely go to the point of putting yourself out there to, network more importantly than friendship. Friendship can always come out of a networking situation, but always put yourself out there, even if you're uncomfortable, like I said before. And then also, last thing I'd like to say is to always be yourself. Being yourself is a way to show who your authentic self is and what your authentic goals are. So networking and friendship can really go together if you show your full authentic self. For example, if I go to a place and, like I said before about lying, and I'd talk about, oh, I love the Blues and they're just these great players and I just want to be just like them and I want to watch this team and like this team, and this other guy says, oh, I love this team too, but you're lying to him. You're just leading them on to a falsehood and you want to be accepted. And that's not the way to do things. You always want to put yourself to network fairly and justly, and also to make friendships. So overall, I talked today about making friends and networking and some benefits and such. And there's a lot of things that come out of networking and being a friend with somebody. And it's really important to, put yourself out there, take a risk, learn from others, listen to others, and communicate well with others, just so you can either, have some help down the road and set your goals, or help you make a lifelong friend to get advice, or to do common things with others, and to promote yourself to be a very authentic person that people want to be around. And if you do all these things, you're going to have a more positive outlook on life, and you'll be able to share your outlook on life with a lot of others. So thank you for watching today on Clutch Entertainment. My name is Philip, and if you have any other questions, leave them in the comment section below. But thank you very much, and have a great rest of your day. Bye.